Despite being so similar and closely related, wolves and dogs have been at war for longer than anyone can remember. But it's a war where dogs end up winning every single battle, which is exactly what we're about to see today. One-on-one fighting is not something that wolves are very good at. They often struggle to dominate animals that are smaller than themselves, let alone an equally big or even bigger opponent. They're more like generals, much better at strategizing than they are at fighting. This wolf found itself having to fight a bigger and heavier opponent, a dog, and it was failing miserably. The dog was controlling the wolf as if the wolf was nothing more than a dead corpse, and that was probably what the wolf was going to end up as when the dog was done with it. Preparing for trouble was not enough for this poor wolf, as the two dogs attacking it had made it double. The wolf knew that it had no chance against the two canines, and it decided to take the easy way out and escape without even trying to fight back. But the dogs were not only bigger and stronger, they were also faster, and they were able to catch up to the wolf in no time. They immediately attacked the wolf once they reached it, and the wolf assumed a submissive position so they would feel sorry for it. It didn't seem like that had worked though, and the two vicious dogs continued their ruthless attack. Believe it or not, this foolish wolf tried to attack a guy that had not one, but two dogs with him. The wolf must have not seen the dogs or it probably wouldn't have attacked him. It was all alone, and even the most arrogant wolf wouldn't willingly pick a fight against two dogs. The dogs were completely destroying the predator, as you can see, and the wolf was probably not going to come out of that fight alive. The dogs might seem like the bad guys to some, but they actually saved the day. Imagine if that guy had been completely alone. What do you think would have happened to him? And most importantly, would your dogs have done the same in a similar situation? Let us know in the comments section down below. Seeing the dogs running towards it, this wolf could not care less, and it stood its ground and waited for them. It appeared like there was something wrong with the wolf at first, but it soon became clear that the wolf was counting on the rest of the wolf pack to be there and intimidate the dogs and protect it. None of that happened, of course, and as soon as the aggressive dogs launched their attack, the other wolves quickly scattered and began running away. The naive wolf was left alone, and the dogs were eagerly trying to rip it apart. I'm not sure if this wolf was unable to move any faster, or if it was delusional enough to think that it could fight four very hostile dogs all by itself. But it kept stopping to fight the dogs every 5 minutes while the dogs chased after it. The dogs did not appear to be seriously trying to kill the wolf either, which was pretty odd. Maybe the wolf was injured and the dogs were being a bit cruel and decided to toy with it before they finally killed it. I don't know. Four dogs stumbled upon a dead wolf's corpse here, and they couldn't help but attack it even though it wasn't moving at all. It was an instinctive response on the dog's part, as each of them wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to pose any threat by itself. After terrorizing a village for weeks, the locals and their dogs went to look for the pack of wolves that had been raiding their farms and killing their livestock. The dogs were very quick to find one of the wolves, but the wolf was all alone, and the dogs ganged up on it and ended up tearing it to shreds. The wolf was a very hostile one, and even though some of the farmers did not want their dogs getting involved in the battle because they were worried about them, no one there had the courage to approach the bloodthirsty wolf, and they were forced to stand by and watch until the battle was over. Even though they were the same size with identical energy, the fight between this wolf and the dog that was trying to kill it was not an equal one at all. The dog's fighting technique was simply superior to the wolf's, and each time the wolf tried to wiggle free from the angry dog's grip, the dog met its maneuvers with better maneuvers and was able to keep it pinned down. Laying on its back and begging for mercy was all that this wolf could do against its much more powerful attacker. The dog wasn't willing to show any bit of mercy towards the wolf, and the only times that it did stop attacking it were to figure out how to inflict more damage. The unfortunate wolf ended up dying a very brutal death, but that's what happens whenever they decide to challenge a dog. Simply killing a wolf isn't always satisfactory for some dogs. They have to tear their corpse to shreds to feel content and like their job is done. These two dogs were able to capture a wolf and brutally kill it. But even after the wolf was dead, the dogs refused to stop attacking its corpse. This is another incident where dogs went overboard while trying to kill a wolf. The three dogs were almost competing over who got to inflict the most damage and brutalize the poor wolf more. The wolf was a quick one, and it was doing its best to get away from them, but after the dog's brutal attacks, the wolf could barely run, and they kept capturing it every time it got away. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.